weep, grana weep, and niddy bong, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm coming back at you with some stuff and things I've found from the four corners of the tinterweb. If you like the sound of that, why don't think about giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe, because it really helps me out.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Kicking off today with Shozi, who are reminding us that very soon there will be a Chinese bank holiday, so they won't be in operation. And I just wanted to share this amazing piece of artwork with everybody. I think the next time I'm on annual leave from work, I think I'm going to put this one up as my little display, I think, so that everyone can see that I'm on holiday. Love it. Absolutely amazing. Well done, Shozi. Moving on next to Jizzia Toys. Jizzia Toys are currently working on the tapes that basically Hasbro forgot to put with your Legacy Blaster. And we've already seen them do a couple of tapes, and now they're working on Ramhorn. As always though, the challenge is, where can we pick these things up? Tell us, Jizzia Toys, inquiring minds want to know. Lek Customs Toys, the best cell shader in the business, has started work on his project, and that is Fortress Maximus. So we can see here him working on the head here. So this is, depending on where you are, this could be Cerebros, I guess some of us would call him, but overall this is a pretty cool looking figure. Love the way this is looking. Can't wait to see the finished project. Check out Lek Customs, link down in the description. You can also check out there the Scraphook that they've just finished. There's a YouTube video to that. Absolutely awesome to see just the stages of work that they go through on this project. X-transbots Ultra Magnus incoming very, very soon, and we're starting to see a few more pictures of this bad boy, including that lovely translucent yellow chest and his head and his eyes and the little dude that he comes with. I'm really liking the look of this. Unfortunately, I believe we don't get a little cab, so it doesn't transform quite the same way as a normal Ultra Magnus, but it is a pretty impressive looking Magnus altogether. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. What are your thoughts on an Ultra Magnus that doesn't come with a little white prime looking figure? An unarmored Magnus, should we say? Let me know, because I can't recall ever seeing one before. New Age King of the Repaints has another repaint of Lucifer. We covered this, I believe, in the last video that I did, and they're releasing a dirty looking Starscream. I have to say now, with the in-hand images, it does look slightly better, especially when you get to the face. It doesn't look as dirty. It does look a little bit more kind of battle worn, but I do still think that the alt mode just looks like it needs to go through the jet wash. I would have liked to have seen more scratches rather than more dirt. On the face though, I do think that they've got that really nicely, and I don't think that really came through on the original images, so good to see. This is something I'm definitely not going to pick up, but let me know your thoughts on this one. Have they jumped the shark on this one? I personally think this is a jump the shark moment. Moving on next to Kang Toys, who are continuing to release their take on the Predacons. In fact, they've not finished their take on the Predacons. They're not even all out yet. But what they've decided to do now is release the mini versions before they've finished the larger version. So this is the Land Mini. This will be a Legends scale combiner of the Kang Toys Predacon combiner that is a little bit controversial in the space because they gave it monkey pants. Just Google Kang Toys monkey pants if you want to find out what I'm talking about there. So yeah, we're going to get a mini version as well before they've even finished the big version. Interesting, not quite for my collection, but I have to say, monkey pants and all, I am a big lover of what Kang Toys have done with this collection. I know it's not for everybody. They've done something a little bit different. I just wish actually they'd focus on completing the big version, then go back and make the mini version. That would be good. Finish off the set before you make the next set. Always a good option. We spoke about this quite a while ago now, that a Transformers themed restaurant is coming very soon. I'm really interested to see what this looks like. The hoarding looks absolutely phenomenal. And I think it would be great if this becomes a massive chain. I live in quite a big city, so please bring it over to us. Pretty damn cool. I like it. I like the idea of it. What do you think the menu will be? Leave me a comment down in the comments and let me know what would be your favorite Transformers themed food. So Hasbro are teaming up with Super Impulse Partners to bring us these 4-inch Poptaters. I'm really surprised they're allowed to use the word kind of pop, because they're not connected with the whole pop, Funko Pop collectors, which they even kind of have that vibe as well. So I'm really surprised that they're allowed to use the word pop, because they even come in almost looking pop type containers and things, so it's a bit bizarre. But they are bringing us some really interesting characters based on some of your favorite characters from the world of pop culture. We have the Optimus Prime one. We've got a pretty cool looking Sonic the Hedgehog one. One of my favorites will be these Garbage Pail Kids ones, which is pretty cool. And then we have this little box that they come with, and there's going to be like a 2-inch tray that you can get for them. All together, nice. Are they from my collection? No, they don't transform, but they are certainly pretty interesting. And again, I'm surprised they're allowed to use the word pop. Before we get into all of the madness that was yesterday at Hasbro PulseCon, I just wanted to share a couple of things that are kind of leaked over the last week, or certainly this one anyway, which is the Legacy Magnificus. Apparently this is going to be the Shattered Glass Perceptor. I really like the look of this one. I think this is an awesome looking figure. And we've had a few more marketing images, including this amazing artwork of the Legacy Core Class Bombburst. Again, this is not something for me. It looks okay in both modes, to be honest, and the box does look pretty damn nice as well. But I'm really averse to the fact that they have made the Pretenders different scales, so they won't all sit together on your shelf. I do think that's a real miss. I hope that they scale this one up at some point as we move into Legacy Evolution, and we'll talk about that in a second. So Hasbro PulseCon was yesterday, and before we start all of the awesome unveils that we got yesterday, I just want to say a massive well done to them for keeping so much stuff secret. They must have some real tight controls on those kind of places over where they make these figures now, and there's not a lot leaking out and getting into the hands of some devious licks on YouTube, because there really was a lot of stuff that was released that usually by the time we get to something like this we go, oh yeah, we've seen that, someone's reviewed that, someone's seen that, we've seen this. And I have to say, so much was shown that was absolutely new. So really well done to Hasbro for managing to keep their secrets to themselves. Their secrets! Couple of interesting things before the figure reveals. They showed off this awesome little Lite-brite artwork. If you are as old as I am, as old as dirt, then you will remember Lite-brite from back in the day. So this has over 1,000 pins where you're going to be able to put them all in different ways to make some exciting images. I want all three. I want that to be my living room. Gimme massive wall art Lite-brite. Yes! Now I just need like a 6 by 12 foot Etch-a-Sketch and I'll be a happy guy. Then there was another collaboration out of nowhere! If you're into your Transformers card games, then you're going to be super happy, because we're now getting Transformers Magic the Gathering. So this is Magic the Gathering with Transformers. Now I know absolutely zip, zero, nada, not today, nothing. I do not know how to play Magic the Gathering, and I don't intend to currently find out. I know lots of people absolutely love it, so there'll probably be some people absolutely spaffing everything up the wall and just going, this is the best thing ever, I'm so happy. But for me, it's a little bit meaningless. Also, how do you choose between this and the new AR card game that's coming out? I don't know if this actually links into the current Magic the Gathering and you can use it together, or if it's something completely separate. All I really know and understand is that it's going to be called Brothers War. So Transformers cross Magic the Gathering Brothers War, and as you can see, there's the normal version, and then there's also going to be like shattered glass versions of them, so maybe they're going up against themselves. I'm not sure, but if you want to know more about this, you can tune in to the Magic the Gathering during Hasbro PulseCon today, and you'll be able to find out a lot more. And of course, if you want to educate me about Magic the Gathering down in the comments and tell me how it's an awesome thing and I should get into it, please let me know, because I do like finding out about new things, but card games, I always have a real challenge with them. Then came all of the stuff that we'd actually been waiting for, which is all of the stuff about what is now going to happen with the Transformers Legacy. And this is going to be Legacy Evolution, and what we saw from this poster is we know that one of the main bad guys in this is Tarn. Tarn is finally making it into mainline figures. Absolutely fantastic. We can see a lot of other stuff going on here, which we'll get into later, because there was a whole heap of reviews. Some people have dug deep into the images here, and apparently you can see an Energon space bridge and also an Armada Prime, so we know that a few other things are going to be coming as well. And yeah, really exciting times. I just have to say that this is one of the most exciting waves that I've had from Legacy so far, and yeah, let's get into it. Before we get into the stuff that I am excited about, though, I do have to say I wish Core Class at the moment would just go in the bin, especially when I saw these. These are going to be the Core Class Dinobots. Now, these are ugly. These are ugly bots. No matter what way you look at this, they are ugly, gappy, not very good at all, and have massive things just hanging off the sides. And yeah, they're not what would go into my collection. I don't really see the point in these. They're just really ugly and look like they've come from a dollar store or a pound shop. One thing I will say about these ones, though, is that they do have a gimmick for the Dinobots. Anyway, they are going to combine and become Volcanicus. So you can see the chest piece here that they are going to combine together, make Volcanicus. But I hope that figure, when you put it together, looks good, because these ones are not good. Something that is a little bit interesting in the Core Class, though, we are going to get a Sound Blaster, so that at least is interesting. I know people were quite happy with the Core Class version of Shock Soundwave, so nice. I guess that's a bonus, right? Moving on to some slightly larger figures now, we're going to get some Junkion figures that are also weaponizers. So this dude is a weaponizer. This dude is going to be called, he's going to be called Scraphook, and he transforms into a tow truck with a kind of Mad Maxy type theme. All of them are going to have this kind of new thing called Evo Fusion going on with them, which is something to do with the weapons where they can come off and they fuse with the alt mode as well. So that's quite nice. A little bit of an added gimmick for the evolution piece. Now, the alt mode here is something that's pretty interesting because it also reminds me of, have you seen the Artcore? Maybe those people who watch this channel fairly regularly know about Artcore or Archcore. I can never pronounce it correctly. Their kind of Frostlight alt mode kind of reminds me, the front of it very much reminds me of Frostlight, but as soon as I saw it, I got a different vibe from the Mad Max one. I have to say, I just saw this dude, and now I just can't get it out of my head. Every single time I see this figure, I just think Disney's Cars, and I think about this dude. Transformers Cross Cars collaboration coming in 2023? Who knows? Also, the Target Masters are coming back, and I have to say that the Target Master models themselves don't look like they've had any kind of evolution since the 80s. This dude is called Needlenose, and he's coming with his Target Master Sunbeam and Zigzag. Nice! The alt mode is neither here nor there. I'm not very excited about this one. I do wish that we'd see something better with Target Masters, in all honesty. They haven't evolved, have they? No. Then came the next piece, and this is Tarn. This bad boy does look very good. I will be picking this bad boy up 100%. Tarn comes from the comic books. If you don't know who Tarn is, he is part of the DJD, the Decepticon Justice Division, and this looks incredible. I think they've done a very, very good job here with both the alt mode and the bot mode as well. I think this is a completely new tooling. I don't think this is a retool of another figure, but I'm sure someone will let me know down in the comments if they can see anything where there's a little bit of crossover. I certainly can't see any. I think it looks incredible. My one thing I wish is that it was bigger. Then next up, they spoke about this dude, which is Hotspot. So Hotspot is coming, and again, they've done very well to keep all of these things pretty damn secret from us, and that's very, very nice. His engine block turns into a gun, and his Evo fusion weapon is his axle cannon, I think they called it, and it's going to pop up out the back and twist around so you can shoot it. And you can see now how all of these elements are coming into play, and also seems to have some added security on this one. So you can see that there's that kind of shield at the back when it's in the box, and I think this looks like a little bit of an anti-theft device, in all honesty, because I believe that the string that they now use instead of the plastic is probably a little easier to snap, so that looks like a little bit of an anti-theft device to me. It was all going so well for the Stunticons until they released this. I'm just going to be honest, Hasbro got lazy here. They just gave us pretty much a slight retool of Dead End, and even before Hasbro PulseCon, some images had leaked that really did confirm this, especially when you put the two figures side by side, as Stories from the Toy Shelf has done here. So these pictures came to us from Stories from the Toy Shelf before Hasbro PulseCon, and you can see, yeah, they really have done a slight retool, and when you put them side by side now, it's just not wide enough, is it? And I understand that they had to kind of get them the same because otherwise the feet may look a bit odd, but let's be fair here. Out of all of them, it's a little weak. I can forgive it because I'm probably never going to see it because it lives around the back of the legs, but Hasbro, lazy. Next up, they had a Leo Convoy, and this one looks pretty nice, I'll have to say, in his bot mode. I hate animal alt modes unless they're cyberized, so this one isn't looking like it's robotic. They're trying to make it look like it's a real life lion, and for me that is always gonna make them fail. If it was robotic, I would say this would look really, really good. Otherwise, yeah, great for the bot mode, not so great for the alt mode, but overall getting this figure in the main line, I'm all about it. That's an amazing release, an amazing reveal, and amazing that they managed to keep all of these things quiet before Hasbro PulseCon. They're doing very, very well at the moment. Well done, Hasbro. And we also got a reveal of probably the Shattered Glass figure that most people have been waiting for, and that is the Shattered Glass Soundwave. This dude looks killer, and not only that, but he has his transformation mode of a tape player. So for those of you who can't get your hands on the Netflix Soundwave because it's virtually impossible, this is basically a recolor of said Netflix Soundwave with an awesome headband, just in time for Cobra Kai Season 3. This dude looks incredible. Love the box, love the artwork on it, especially this one with Laserbeak and also with Ravage there. The Shattered Glass artwork for the comic was also shown as well, so really, really cool, really, really nice, and I'm all about the Shattered Glass line, as you know, on this, and this one will be winging its way to my collection as soon as possible. They've done a fantastic job here, and let's be fair, they had a good base to start because it's one of the best Soundwaves we've ever received. Then afterwards they did some really weird augmented reality cringe stuff that I had to turn off. I just couldn't deal with that. It was really, really weird. Let me know your thoughts on that one down in the comments, but for me I was just like, yeah, that's weird, mate. So that's everything from me on this Super Transformers Saturday. Hasbro PulseCon for me was pretty damn good. Lots of new exciting figures that came out. Not all of them will wing their way into my collection, but I do believe there's some very exciting times ahead, especially when it comes down to this evolution, and also now Hasbro's ability to keep things secret until we get to the con itself. So really well done, Hasbro. Something I didn't mention at the beginning, it was also great to see Theo Adams there as well, representing the YouTube community for Transformers. Awesome to see him break through onto a big stage like that. One of, if not the best Transformers YouTuber out there. If you don't know Theo, you need to go and check out his content. I'm sure absolutely everybody does. As for my content, I won't be with you on Tuesday because yet again my real job takes me away over to the shores of Europe once more, but I will be back on Saturday with some more news. That's everything from me, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright team, in a bit. Peace!